India's Republic Day is all about traditions, and one of them is the Padma Awards. The winners are usually announced on the 25th of January, on the eve of the Republic Day. And this year, there are 132 winners. Among them is this man, Liu Young, a Taiwanese national, also the chairman and CEO of Foxconn. Liu has been awarded the Padma Bhushan. It is the third highest civilian honor in India. Above it are the Padma Vibhushan and the Bharat Ratna. Now, why is this important? For a couple of reasons. No Taiwanese national has received a Padma Award before this. Liu is the first. And what does it tell you? Well, broadly speaking, two things. Number one, India is sending a message to China. Beijing, as you know, considers Taiwan to be theirs, sort of like a breakaway island. On paper, India also recognizes this. We follow the One China policy, and that One China is Beijing. That's India's official position. But recently, New Delhi has been diluting that policy. Look at trade, for instance. It was just $1 billion in 2001. Now it is more than $7 billion, trade between India and Taiwan. Last year, Taiwan opened a new office in Mumbai. They're third in India. Taipei also hosted three very important guests last year. Former Army Chief Manoj Naravne, former Navy Chief Karambir Singh, and former Air Force Chief RKS Baduria. So relations have been growing, and now India is openly acknowledging that. Foxconn is headquartered in Taiwan. It's one of the largest electronics manufacturers in the world, also the top maker of iPhones. So the company is like a crown jewel for Taiwan. Giving their CEO the Padma Bhushan is a political message, a message that China won't like. Secondly, it's a business pitch. Right now, most of Foxconn's revenue comes from China, but the company is looking to diversify. They're investing $1.6 billion in India. The idea is to shift some of the production here to India. And we have seen indications of that. A Foxconn factory was set up in 2019. It produces iPhones 14 and 15. In fact, the Indian-made 15 model released alongside the Chinese one last year. But India will want more. Prime Minister Modi wants India to become a semiconductor hub, and for that, Taiwan is key. The world's biggest chip foundry is based in Taiwan. It's called the TSMC. Foxconn, too, has stakes in the sector. They were initially part of a joint venture with India's Vedanta Group. It was a $20 billion plan. Unfortunately, it was called off. So India wants closer ties with Taiwan, with Taiwanese businesses. Hence the Padma Bhushan for Liu Young. It's a neat policy, using civilian awards for global outreach. And countries do it all the time. Prime Minister Modi himself is an example of that. He has received civilian awards from multiple countries like Saudi Arabia, Russia, the UAE, and France. And now India is doing the same. And it's not just for foreign outreach, it's also domestic. The Padma Awards are no longer just about the big stars. They're also about unsung heroes. Let me introduce some of them. Parbati Barua, India's first woman Mahout. She's been awarded the Padma Shri. Jageshwar Yadav, a social worker dedicated to tribal welfare. Chami Murmu, another tribal hero. She has planted 30 lakh trees and empowered 30,000 women. Gopinath Swain, an artist who's been performing Krishna Leela for 9 decades. Gurvinder Singh, a social worker dedicated to helping orphans and the specially abled. These are just a handful of names, but most Padma Shri winners have similar stories. They have dedicated their lives to something bigger, whether it's social work or protecting the environment or preserving Indian culture or promoting art forms. You may not have heard of these people, but their work is priceless. It's a welcome change to the Padma Awards. Many now call it the People's Padma. And we say it's a good change because civilian awards should go beyond rewarding fame. They should also be about recognizing service.